occasional bad breath after waking up or because we ate something smelly. But if you have chronic bad breath, instead of masking it with the occasional mint or gum, our next guest says it could be a sign of something more. Here to explain, please welcome back family and cosmetic dentist, the Texas Tooth Lady, Dr. Terri Alani.
Hi. Hi.
And a wardrobe change here.
Yes.
All right. It is hard for us to tell sometimes whether we have bad breath or not. So there's ways to check.
Okay, about 30% of Americans have bad breath. Some have chronic. And there are a couple of simple ways to check. One of them is you take some floss, just floss your back teeth, smell it. If it has a smell, you probably need to get it taken care of.
Okay.
Another thing is you can lick the back of your hand, let it dry a little bit, see your audience members doing it, and smell it. And then last but not least, you can ask a friend that you trust. So audience members, you can face each other and breathe on each other. And hopefully they'll tell you the truth, right?
Yeah, okay. So what are you smelling right here?
Smells good.
Minty fresh, fresh, right? All right, so one of the big culprits, of course, is food. Things like garlic and onion.
Okay, so a lot of you have New Year's resolutions, and one of them is maybe to improve your relationships. So as we know, garlic is good for the heart, but it is not good for your breath. So if you're going out to dinner, you want to avoid garlic and onions because they produce these volatile sulfur compounds. And a good solution would be, there's always that sprig of parsley on your plate, so it has chlorophyll and deodorizing properties, so you can take a sprig of parsley, and that'll help freshen your breath temporarily.
Okay, you say drink green tea?
Well, green tea instead of coffee.
Okay.
Coffee actually puts these chemicals in your mouth. It's very difficult to take away from the back of your tongue. It's acidic. And acidic solutions or whatever actually increase the bacteria in your mouth.
Yeah, when you add the cream to it, too, you get some other things going on. All right, low-carb diets can cause ketone breath.
Yes, they can, because the ketone, low-carb diets, the fatty acids actually produce these ketones, and it's like a fruity odor, so you really want to eat sensibly and just have a sensible diet.
All right, tobacco products.
Well, we all know about smoking, so one of the solutions is just stop, right? Okay. And also, smoking actually can exacerbate gum disease, and it has chemicals that are very difficult to take away, and you know that odor is just not attractive, especially if you're dating someone.
All right, poor dental hygiene, of course, that one makes sense.
Of course, poor dental hygiene, you want to make sure you get to your dentist like twice a year, proper flossing, proper brushing. So if you have gum disease, you're going to have bacteria, and that's going to create that odor.
Yeah, and proper flossing means every day.
Exactly.
not like 2 minutes before you show up at the dentist's office and go, oh, she'll think I've been flossing all year. Okay, obviously certain health problems.
Now, this is an interesting one. You can have sinus infections that can cause bad breath. You can have any type of bronchitis. If you have diabetes, your breath will be a fruity odor. If you have kidney disease, your breath will have an ammonia odor.
Yeah. And oftentimes you're able to kind of detect this and send somebody on to a specialist because of that.
And you can, like through sugar-free gum and through things, mints and things like that, you can do a temporary fix. But these are things that you really need to get to your doctor for, because they can be some life-threatening diseases.
Yeah. Dry mouth.
Dry mouth.
Xerostomia?
Exactly. It's called xerostomia.
Okay.
Good try. Xerostomia.
I was like zero.
So if you have dry mouth, and a lot of us have dry mouth, especially those that are on bioidentical hormones or any type of hormones or any salivary diseases or what have you, just keep some water by your bed. And also there's an over-the-counter saliva stimulator called Biotine. And you can chew sugar-free gum.
Okay.
I tell everyone to chew sugar-free gum.
All right.
It stimulates the saliva.
Mouth infections, obviously, that's another area.
Any type of mouth infections, and a lot of people have their wisdom teeth. They might be impacted, not causing problems, but you get bacteria that seeps down into those crevices. And again, you probably need to go to the dentist and get that checked.
All right, dentures or braces where food can kind of get hung up?
Now you've got Invisalign, so you have the trays, but you can get food kind of stuck under there. You want to make sure you do a thorough cleaning. If you have dentures, they're loose fitting, they can get infections, and that also can cause bad breath. And then with your regular braces, there's little devices like the water picks to make sure you keep them clean.
Pregnancy, when hormones are in overdrive.
So pregnancy does not cause bad breath, but the morning sickness and the nausea will put that yucky taste in your mouth, and that will.
Okay.
So you just have to be careful of that.
Yeah, all right. Alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
I thought alcohol killed germs.
Actually, alcohol is very acidic. So it actually promotes bad breath, and also it causes dry mouth. So if you've ever gone out drinking, you know that when you wake up the next morning, you feel like you have cotton mouth. So one thing to do is drink a lot of water and hydrate while you're drinking your glass of wine in between. And again, sugar-free gum and water.
All right. And lastly, large doses of vitamins. We think we're doing something good for ourselves.
Exactly, but they can cause bad breath. So maybe you want to take your vitamin supplements at night when you're not around anyone, something like that.
All right, so there are lots of things on the market, as you mentioned, that can help deal with it. But at the end of the day, if you keep having that chronic bad breath, you need to check with your dentist.
Right, and there are really important things. First of all, if you're going to go get mouthwash, you want to make sure it is alcohol-free. Okay. Alcohol in every aspect dries your mouth out, so alcohol-free. Fibrous fruits, celery. This is a tongue cleaner. You actually can clean the back of your tongue. It's like a shag carpet.
All right. And then, of course, as we mentioned, your dental floss as well.
And then baking soda helps neutralize the acid. I only use it like once a week.
All right.